Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Alberta News and Views. There's a couple in British Columbia in the Okanagan area. Now, they bought a little piece of land and they put a tiny home on it. I believe they've been there for 5 years. Now, Canadians are living through a cost of living crisis and a housing crisis right now. They are using their imagination, their innovation. They're living this dream. Then, local bylaw gets involved and threatens them with fines and legal action if they don't have everything certified and up to par, going through the red tape process by the end of the month. Now, I get it. I totally get it. When people build, you got to get your building permit. You got to do all of these things for environmental, safety, power, sewage, gas. All of these things have to be set up properly. We got standards, right? But with the cost of living crisis and housing crisis in Canada, you would think that when a government, especially the extreme socialist government in British Columbia, when they say, we got your back, we're helping out the little guy, get those billionaires, all this crap, that they would be there to help versus throw fines at you. You would think that local bylaw would show up, have a look around and go, this looks great, but this is what we have to change. We're going to move things forward because tiny homes are becoming a big thing now. They are the future. So we're going to help you out. That's what local bylaws should be saying. We're going to help you get certified. Instead, we always hear, here's a fine, pay up, jump through the hoops. Now, if you just type in tiny homes, they are everywhere. There's manufacturers building thousands of these tiny homes. So what are the regulations for tiny homes versus an RV trailer? Two completely different structures. But if it's being built in a facility by like a Red Seal tradesman or business, then it should be good to go. Big questions. But what they shouldn't be doing is kicking people out of their homes. This is their home on their property. This is British Columbia. Check this out.
Got a couple of apple, a couple pear.
At first glance, Ryan King and his wife Lisa appear to be living the tiny home dream. They designed this tiny home themselves, nestled in their forested property near Peachland.
Kitchen, fridge, nice live edge tables that I milled up myself.
For 5 years, the couple and their dogs lived a peaceful and sustainable life here until the day they found a stop work order posted on their front door.
So I called up the regional district and said, hey, what's this all about? I'm not building. I've been living here for years. And the bylaw officer informed me that that's not allowed. And yeah, I have to comply immediately.
The issue, the district says the home doesn't meet building code, safety standards, or land use designations. And health officials classify their grey water discharge as domestic sewage. Now, the district has ordered King to remove the tiny home by the end of next month or face a $1,000 fine and legal action.
Who can just change in a month with all of this? With the living in Canada and this, it's just insane to even think that. Why would you even force that on somebody? It's unbelievably brutal. Now, I get it. Like I was saying, you can't just have people dropping tiny homes absolutely everywhere. It's going to be a mess. But Canada is a mess. Their tent towns have turned into tent cities. And now they're building these government structures in all of the cities, these crack shacks. They're everywhere. In every district, like I'm serious, they're all across Canada. So there's like this is what I was saying. Millionaire builds 99 tiny homes to help his community. And they look good. So does that mean that they're good to go after he builds them? It reminds me, it's like the simple questions have simple answers, but with government, you dare not ask them. Now, what I mean is in Canada, in Alberta, they want to build these greener homes. They want to incentivize people to live a more sustainable life, right? That was the whole point of changing the rezoning in Edmonton and Calgary. So why aren't they incentivizing everybody to live off-grid? And why aren't they building these homes ready for solar and for hookups with all these different types of energy with power, with little windmills and all of these crazy things? The answer is because they don't actually want you to live off-grid. They don't want you to live a greener, independent, sustainable life. They want you still connected. And it is very, very obvious when you look at it, at what they're doing. It's brutal. The way that they are treating landowners in Alberta and in British Columbia especially. There are local bylaws, new bylaws being thrown at us all the time. It is so important that you go to the local town halls and figure out what your municipality is signing over, what rights, land rights you're signing over. The little land rights you actually have in property rights in Canada to begin with. It's unbelievable. I'm going to keep you updated with all this tiny home stuff. I'm going to dive into it and see what the laws are, if there is any even. It's unreal. It truly is. Follow me on Substack and Spotify. All of you out there, like, share, and take care.